Alright, hello guys. We have a playoff match versus Osse101 versus Lenophis. I believe Osse is up 1-0 right now. I saw some of that match and it's pretty convincing victory. So, for Leno's sake, I actually hope that this is this goes to 3 games so we can get a nice match. And looks like Lenophis and Osse, they're gonna pick up a reserve tank as their first item. Not the greatest thing, but you know, it's always more health. And they're both gonna have to do the D-boost to get the ceiling item. Osse gets it first try, and Leno with a clean boost as well. And power bombs found on the right side, so no power bomb search needed for the seed. Also, a thing of note that I've personally seen so far in the playoff matches is that the logic has been updated, so every race will be played with variable logic, meaning that, you know, who knows where progression items could be found, even in the middle of the race. And I've noticed one other change is that gravity can now be found earlier as well in Brinstar, because I don't believe that was possible before. The runners are able to find super missiles at alpha missiles, so supers won't be a problem either. So, pretty good item so far. Leno gonna check the left side item, and it's more supers. Osse checking old Mother Brain, and it's power bombs. And just as a reminder, if you're new to following this league, so this league was a pretty long endeavor. Like, I think the runners spent, I think, 18 matches, so that's like 18 plus weeks playing against many opponents, and out of, I believe, like 60 to 70 runners, only 16 made playoffs, so this is definitely every player in these playoff matches is going to be very skilled and experienced at running these randos. So I, for sure, am looking forward to seeing a lot of really good gameplay and strategizing through these seeds. And Osse going straight to BT, and he's going to find just an E-Tank. And both runners having 10 power bombs, they are able to check the gauntlet item if they want to make that gamble. But Osse looks like he's just going left toward Green Brinstar. Terminator is just another E-Tank. And Leno is taking a ship save, so it looks like he might be doing that gauntlet play. And taking a couple tries, but gets up to the gauntlet entrance. Meanwhile, Ozzy sees more supers. That's always nice to find at the bridge. And just another E-Tank, though, at Bridge Star Reserve, so still looking for any item besides just starting Morph Ball. And unfortunately, just another reserve at the Gauntlet item. So, gamble not really paying off for Leno, unfortunately. But a pretty clean Gauntlet by Leno, so not huge time loss for him. And one pack of supers behind Gauntlet, always good to see. Meanwhile, Osse is gonna see the Edekun's item. Oh, and it's Gravity Suits. And as I mentioned before, Gravity can start to appear earlier in the seed, so it's gonna be interesting to see what Osse decides to route, finding a very early Grav. Leno remembering to check the Terminator, gets his E-Tank. And Osse is now heading to the Wavegate glitch. Gets a very nice setup and gets a glitch first try. And the item will be another E-Tank. So we're up to 4 E-Tanks and 2 reserves already. And still no items besides that gravity suit. And charge beam item is another E-Tank. Leno, meanwhile, is heading down to Edekun's to pick up his gravity suit. And it will be interesting to see what the runners actually decide to do, since they now have the option of going up to wreck ship. I don't think it's going to be likely, given the items they have, but I do know that Leno does like doing early ship, especially even if he has to see WJ over the moat. So Ozzy's going down Red Tower, does not decide to do early X-ray check, and it's just gonna head over for the Spazer item. Oh, and Spring Ball has been found at the Spazer, so Ozzy's run has now been validated. Leno trying the gate glitch, gets a first try, and we'll be picking up another E-Tank. And it looks like Ossie's gonna break the tank, or the pipe already. Decides not to make the Mama Turtle gamble yet, though. Yep, and Ossie's gonna go into a crate. Finds Ossie's gonna find more supers at the right side missiles. And yes, it will be interesting to see if either runner is in a dancing mood. But these playoff members normally aren't into dancing. I will say that. So Ossie is beginning his crate fight. And Leno is not deciding to make the early ship play. He's gonna follow Ossie and go down to the tower. Which is probably the right play. And Ossie with a very, very clean quick kill. No dance for Ossie. And it's just another E-Tank. High five in the crate room, and Ossie finds yet another E-Tank at the crate E-Tank. So, well, he has plenty of E-Tanks to do some HAL runs in Norfair, should he choose to, which, I mean, he probably will, as he doesn't really have any items still. And we'll see if Leno decides to take Crate out for a dance. Ooh, and Leno's in a dancing mood. Ossie finds more supers in high jump room. Always good to see. And let's see if high jump will actually reward us with an item. Oh, that's an item! Well, rip hell runs. So, both suits have been found already. This is a very interesting seed. Got suits, spring ball, and literally nothing else. So, I mean, it's pretty free, but it's still gonna need a lot of stuff at least to deal damage. Only 20 supers, so nowhere even close to chargeless either. And Ossie gonna do some minor checks. Just finds missiles, get the cathedral missiles. Yeah, and Ossie skipping ice, which is interesting. You know, the check isn't that long, but I guess Ossie is just banking on finding enough miners or good items to possibly just go straight down to Lower Norfair. Ozzy does have the spring ball as a way to get up worse room. Meanwhile, Leno is making the right play, going to high jump location as well, and will be rewarded with his various suit. Ozzy trying for the wall jump strat underneath the bubble mountain, having a bit of trouble with it, but looks like he's good and gets up mountain, and he's gonna go to the speed booster location first. Ozzy grabs more missiles at speed booster. He's up to 30 and 20 now. Still not enough for Ridley, but pretty close. And oof, just the third reserve tank at speed booster. And Ozzy is, yeah, definitely going to skip that one. Leno is going to check ice, so let's see if Ozzy missed out on something big at the ice beam location. And Ice Beam has Wave Beam. Okay, not a required item by any means, but definitely a good item. Good for damage and clearing out blocks ahead of time. Meanwhile, speaking of Wave, Ozzy's gonna check in the Wave Beam vanilla location. And it's unfortunately just another E-Tank, and yeah, he's gonna skip it. He has definitely more than enough energy to complete the game and do stand-up if he can. So we'll see where Ozzy decides to go. He's going up, so it looks like he'll probably at least clear the last item in Bulb Mountain, which is the reserve tank location. Ozzy... Okay, he's gonna leave the room to get the setup for the D-Boost, looks like. Yep, and gets the D-Boost, and is over to the reserve tank area. And it's just more missiles, though, in the room before reserve. And it's just another E-Tank at the reserve, Warfare Reserve, so fortunately not a great run for Ozzy here at Bulb Mountain. It looks like he's definitely going down, though. And not even a bother with Croc. So it looks like my suspicions were confirmed. Ozzy's gonna just go straight down. This is a very interesting Lower Norfolk play, I'll say that. You have both suits, you have Spring Ball to get a worse room, but no other items for support. At least with Gravity, you can just do a gravity jump to make the Slava dive much easier. Ozzy, oof, he looks like he paused a bit too early there, so he's gonna have to try that grav jump again. Yeah, this one looks good. And he's out. And yeah, Ozzy is not taking the elevator save, just gonna go straight down. And it'll be interesting to see if Ozzy decides to check GT, because there's a chance he might skip that item location also. Meanwhile, Leno is doing Bubble Mountain clears also. Unfortunately, he's not going to be rewarded with anything, so we'll see what Leno decides to do after these checks. And Ozzy is going to check GT, gets a nice green gate glitch. Oh, and it's just the 4th reserve tank, unfortunately. Yeah, okay, if I say anything, take it with a grain of salt. I actually don't run this game myself. So, we use, I don't know, depends on just the setup we use for the jump. But yeah, I actually pause before starting my jump. So it looks. Oh, meanwhile, forgot to mention, Leno is going to do the right play and bet on her favorite 8-eyed red lizard boy. So yeah, get those Croc emotes out if you have them in chat. Ozzy getting these power bombs and supers to clear out the pirates in the worst room. And oh, looks like Ozzy's gonna try the pixel perfect and frame perfect wall jump a couple times. Leno is only gonna find an E-tank though at Croc E-tank, so no payout there so far. Ozzy getting pretty close, but yeah, not getting it so far, so he's just gonna go for the backup spring ball jump. I think he missed the wall jump, he's gonna have to set that up again. That one looks good. And gets it. So Ozzy is gonna be okay with worse room. And heading into an equally bad room, in my opinion, the amphitheater. With no items, this is definitely not a fun room to run through, but Ozzy playing energy shouldn't really be a huge issue. Yeah, springball jump has been I'd say it's like been relatively new find, but it's definitely been very, very useful in the current randomizer league. I think it's even in logic now if you have to do a suitless Meridia springball jumps. And Leno is gonna find X-Ray at Grapple Beam. So unfortunately, don't think Croc was worth it this time. I mean, X-Ray's not really useful since neither charge or plasma has been found. And it looks like Ozzy did not go to Fire Fleas either. So he's just gonna try to pick up as many miter items as he can, and this is by no means trivial. It's 40-25, that is enough ammo for Ridley, but not very little wiggle room. We'll say that. There's really very little wiggle room here. And we'll see what Leno decides to do, actually, since Croc was empty turn as well. And, well, Leno's heading right. It looks like he could possibly go in a lower offer. We'll see. Ozzy in the Ridley farm room, and, you know, for sure has to farm up here to get enough ammo for the Ridley fight. And, well, Leno's going left. This dude looks like he's gonna do the new tech. Not sure if he can. Yeah, I don't think he can do it. I think he needs a. I believe he needs wave, but also he needs Spazer or Plasma. Well, he's trying it out. Let's see if he. Yeah, it doesn't look like he can do it. Well, he's trying, that's for sure. Yeah, Leno, unfortunately, is gonna have to take the long way to leave Norfair if he's gonna leave. And meanwhile, Ozzy has farmed up enough for his Ridley fight. And as I said, Ridley was gonna require 30 supers worth of ammo. And his missiles will make up for, I believe, 6 of them. So Ozzy with less than, well, basically exactly 10 missiles of leeway. Has power bombs though, has more damage if needed. I mean, Leno could go down, but he might just not be comfortable with the items. I mean, he doesn't have a lot. But Ozzy, with a very, very nice fight, did not even have to use a lot of his power bombs. And has taken down Ridley, and will be rewarded with the Plasma Beam. That is a very, very nice reward. Not going to be the most useful until he finds Charge, but always... considering he had no beams before this fight, he will gladly take that Plasma. And Leno is actually deciding to go up to Meridia and check Mama Turtle. And unfortunately, he cannot get to Bot Moon yet, unless he knows the Crystal Flash clip, since he doesn't have Ice or Speed. Yeah, Ozzy definitely in a pretty good position right now, since he was able to clear out Ridley without any problems. So this routing is certainly going to be good for Ozzy in the long run. And Leno is going to see his Spazer Beam, and looks like he's actually going to try to pick it up. Oh, misses the spring ball jump though. I mean, I respect it. That's a lot of dedication for a beam that a lot of people skip. I will say that. Ozzy, meanwhile, is going over to Fire Fleece. And missed the item, but it looked like it was just another E-Tank. Leno really wants the Spazer Beam. And gets the spring ball jump, so will be rewarded with the Spazer, but unfortunately it's not progression for him, so unless he decides to go deep in the sand pit and gamble on that, he's gonna have to leave Meridia. But it does look like Leno could either be going up to ship. Might be doing that actually. Yeah, he's doing a attempting gravity jump. Who doesn't get enough height on that first one though. And yeah, I would not be surprised if it's a very, very stacked ship. I mean, either stacked ship or stacked Meridia, that's for sure. Leno's still having a bit of trouble on this grab jump. While Ozzy is going backwards through Cathedral, and will headed out of Norfair. I mean, he's done with this area, so it's either just Meridia or up to wreck ship for him. Oh, Leno able to get the gravity jump this time, so definitely looks like he's going up to the wreck ship. Ozzy gonna actually make a pit stop to ice, given he's still lacking quite a lot of items, so we'll be rewarded with his wave beam as well. And we'll also see what Leno decides to do for his moat, because I believe with his items, he either has to do a CWJ or a spring ball bounce in the middle of the moat. And it looks like he's doing the CWJ setup. Gets supers at the moat. Oh, but he fortunately missed the jump. Oh, actually, yeah, maybe he might be able to do okay, he can gravity jump out of there too. Okay. So Leno's heading over to the ship now. The high jump Varia was at high jump boots, and both runners got that item first. And Ozzy is in Meridia. We'll see if he decides to check some Meridia items or go up to the ship as well. Ozzy does decide to check Mama Turtle, and will be certainly skipping that item that he sees here. Yep, sees the Spazer and nopes right out of there. Picks up some missiles on the right side wall on the way out. And meanwhile, Leno is beginning his Elephant Ghost fight. Oh, misses the eye opening, unfortunately. Gonna have to go through a visible pattern. Gets a mid pattern. And solid Doppler, first round. Leno, unfortunately, gets a slow on the second round, but hits the eye. And looks like he's pretty well set for a 3-round Phantom. And meanwhile, Ozzy is going deeper into Meridia, so he's gonna gamble on the a sand pit item, or possibly even try to do a Crystal Flash if he knows it's the Crystal Flash clip, bot wound. He does have enough ammo. Well, enough maximum ammo for it. Yeah, and Ozzy is going to check Sandpit. And Leno has finally completed his Alpha Ghost fight. Strat topic? Yes, yeah. Basically, in the Varia Randomizer website, there are many ways you can customize your seed to make it easier or harder under one of the tabs. And Ozzy just finds yet another E-Tank at Sandpit, meanwhile, and he's just going to reset. Leno is gonna start his wreck ship clear and finds grapple. Not gonna be that useful in this seed, but it's still a very nice item, and for sure it's gonna help Leno if he needs to farm in Lower Norfair. And it looks like Osse is farming up to do the Crystal Flash clip. So, would not be definitely not surprised that he knows it. He also has to be very careful to... Yeah, he looks like he's farming up more correctly, since no charge beam means he will have to use pure ammo to kill Bot Wound. Meanwhile, Leno is going through Spike Rune of Death, which is a pretty harmless rune with the gravity suit and the number of items he has. Leno finds Screw Attack at Reksha B-Tank. And, oh, decides to reset. Interesting. Not sure, I mean, I don't know how much time it saved him. I would have personally just kept the item, since there's still a lot of places he has to clear. But Leno decides to skip it, doesn't think he needs it. And Osse is, yeah, going for the CF setup. Yep, drains his reserve tanks, remembers to do that. And it's gonna let the Metroid drain him down to low enough health. And this is gonna be a treat for me, because I don't even think I've seen the Crystal Flash clip in play before. So, Osse, okay. I do know it's definitely harder though if you don't have bombs. He's gonna have to use mid-air morph strat. Yeah, it looks like. Ooh, Osse is running out of power bombs attempts to do these attempts. Oh, unfortunately, yeah, he missed it, so he's gonna have to at least reset, and we'll see if he tries to do it again. And Leno, meanwhile, is into bowling, and since still doesn't have speed, so he's gonna let's hope he finds something good at gravity location. And it looks like Osse is gonna attempt the clip again. I mean, this would actually potentially help Leno. If Osse takes too long doing this clip, or has to give up on it, Leno could gain a lot of time. Oh, and Leno finds speed at gravity. That is a great find. It's gonna unlock Meridia for him, and also unlock this reserve, Wreckship reserve item as well. So that is a very, very good find for Leno. Meanwhile, Osse has the clip set up again. Gonna attempt it. Oh, and it's high jump boots at Wreckship Reserve. Another very, very good item. That's gonna definitely save him some time just in movement. So with this item set, I think Leno will probably be comfortable enough to. You could either clear Meridia first or go all the way down to Lower Norfair and clear out that. Again, Osse unfortunately does not get the clip on a second go around. He's gonna have to reset again. I mean, I don't know how comfortable Osse is with the clip, but it's possible he may have forgotten he doesn't have bombs. It's definitely a lot harder if you don't have it. And looks like Osse, unfortunately, is going to give up on it and leave Meridia. Probably would go to the ship. Oh, no, he's going down. Okay. I'm actually not too sure, actually, where he's headed. Maybe... I'm not sure, actually. Maybe it's to X-Ray. And Leno is... yeah. And Leno's just gonna do Norfair first. Or Lower Norfair first, before... Meridia. And Osse is actually gonna check X-Ray. Doesn't have any of the items, so it's gonna have to do the fast deboot strat, or I guess early X-Ray. But looks like he's gotten it pretty cleanly. It gets the backward deboost into the final deboost, and a nice extra room by Osse. And we'll be rewarded with Space Jump. It's interesting. I'd still give the edge to Osse just because he's done Lower Norfair, but this race definitely got a lot closer after the last couple minutes. Like, Osse probably has to go up to... Well, he definitely has to go up the ship. Yeah, he doesn't have speed, so he has to go up the ship. And I know that Leno checked Gauntlet. Osse did not. So Osse might waste even more time if he checks a Gauntlet item. By the way, Leno with a very clean lava dive. No problems, and it's down to Lower Norfair. Well, we still have not seen Waterway, and we have not seen all of Meridia, or almost all of Meridia, basically. Botwoon and after. I mean, I think it's actually kind of likely that Shack Tool may have something good for us to see, and there's a lot of items still that just haven't been. And Leno, with that high jumps, gonna not really have much problem here in the worst room. He needs to kill that last pirate though. And Osse is in the wreck ship and is about to do his Fantoon fights. Ooh, Ozzy, unfortunately missing the first Doppler. Not a whole lot of damage on the Phantom yet. While Leno is gonna check Powerbomb the Shame, just finds more missiles. But compared to Ozzy, he has a lot more ammo for this Ridley fight, so we'll certainly have even less problems finishing off Ridley. Ozzy's being trolled by a slow pattern from Phantoon. He's gonna need 1 or 2 more rounds, depending on how good his last Doppler is. Ooh, gets a fast pattern though, but misses the super, so 1 more round required. And the Elephant Ghost is down for Ozzy. And Leno has, using that, putting that grapple beam to good use, gonna farm up for his relief fight. And knowing what's in the ship, Ozzy is gonna be able to pick up a lot of good items. He's gonna find the item he needs for Meridia. So even with that CF clip time sink or attempts for Ozzy, it's still looking like he's gonna have a pretty solid lead going to Turian. Well, we'll see. Leno, actually no, it'll be reasonably close. Actually, I mean they'll both have to clear out Meridia. So it'll be interesting to see how the runners converge. Leno almost finishing up farming for Ridley. Has enough supers now, so gonna start his fight. And also this fight will be easier for Leno. With the increased items, high jump is certainly gonna help him also. Ridley doesn't look like he's playing very nice so far, but does get the nice left side pogo. Gonna be able to pump a lot of supers in there. And Ozzy has decided to not reset and keep a secret attack. And Leno gets grabbed by Ridley and has finished off Space Pelican. So both runners now, with 3 bosses complete and just Dragon left to kill. And Leno also rewarded his Plasma Beam after defeating Ridley. Oh, and Ozzy actually is skipping Attic. That actually might cost him dearly. In fact, I'm pretty sure it has to. Yeah, I think this is gonna be really bad for Ozzy because we already know that speed is in the Attic, and ice can only be at, I guess, well, we know ice is in Waterway or Meridia, and if it's not Shack Tool, then Ozzy is not going to be able to clear, he's going to be able to do a CF clip again. So, man, Ozzy is checking Gauntlet since he didn't check it before, and not going to be happy with what he sees there. Yeah, Sandpit was checked, and it was just another E-Tank. Yeah, if Ozzy doesn't go back to Attic, this race just changed dramatically. Leno is going to see his E-Tank at Fireflies and does decide to pick it up. He's now up to 9, so tons of energy for him. Not going to have any issues with energy. Oh yeah, let me know. Yeah, I mean, Osse did mention, I believe, that he was having sound problems. So I guess let me try this. I'll switch over to Leno instead. Osse doing more minor checks since he still doesn't have charge beam. Gonna find vanilla alpha power bombs and more supers. Good to see. Leno checking Frankerzy missiles and finds more supers there as well. So yeah, Osse, he doesn't have the normal way to get through to Bot Woon. He might just be doing attempting the CF clip again. We know Leno has cleared Crocomire. Yeah, he did check Croc, so yeah, Leno's just gonna clear Bubble Mountain. Oh, he didn't check Reserve. He's gonna check Reserve first before going to Meridia. Yeah, and Osse is going back into Meridia. So it's gonna be either a Shack Tool check or it's gonna be CF clip attempt yet again. Leno sees another E-Tank at the reserve. Probably gonna just pass out on that one. Yep, he doesn't get it. And we see that Osse is going up back toward Bot Woon. So, I mean, this definitely just looks like another CF clip attempt. Gonna take the save again at Aqueduct. Yeah, you definitely want enough power bombs there. And Osse, yep, draining his reserves. Gonna try the clip again. I was gonna, yeah, he has to turn on suits again though to be at the right health though. Yep, there we go. And for Osse's sake, I really hope he gets this. Because if he doesn't, Leno just actually took, like, completely switched, flipped this game around. Because Leno's already hot on his heels in Meridia and has the speed booster, so it's not gonna have to do this clip. Leno gonna get more miners though at Aqueduct. Finds more supers. Leno getting close to chargeless ammo. And even more supers. Wow, that's really, really good for Leno. He's up to 55 already. Only gonna need technically one more pack to be able to clear a Turian. Yeah, and time is running out. Leno is already in the same room, and Osse unfortunately has to reset yet again. So Leno just officially passed Osse. Yes, basically, at the very least, you have to get the crystal flash right below that crumble block. So when you do, I don't know the exact terminology, but basically, uh, once you leave the crystal flash, you'll be able to clip through that crumble block. And I mean, in a similar way to ice clip, you're just using the crystal flash instead of uh, using the enemy. Oh, and fortunately, I missed what was at Bot Wound, but Leno just went straight through it, so might not be, probably not a useful item. Osse gonna try the clip for the 4th time. I mean, he has 24 power bombs, so you know it's a lot of attempts, but it just doesn't look like he's been able to get that set up yet. And Leno finds more supers at Precious Room, so Leno is officially set for Turian. He might want a little more ammo, but I mean, this is already enough to clear the game. And Leno with that speed booster is gonna do some 80% strats on or in his Drake fight. So for a chargeless Turian, you mathematically could do it with 30-60, but it would require 30 regular missiles, 60 super missiles, but it would require a lot of backtracking and missile refills. So you'd want either just more missiles or just another pack of supers. But yeah, 40-60 is definitely enough to clear. And Leno with a clean Dragon kill. He's taking out all 4 bosses, and he can go straight to Turian. And yeah, Osse unfortunately missed the clip yet again, and it looks like he's just gonna leave. He's taking Sandpit down. And we already know that it's just an E-Tank down here. Oh no, he went right Sandpit this time, so just checking some minor locations. Speed was at the Vanilla Gravity location, and Osse skipped the attic items, unfortunately, in Wreck Ship. Oh, and Osse, yes, Osse is going to make the Shack Tool check. And for his sake, I really hope Ice Beam is down here. I mean, at least we know that it can't be a reserve tank, since we have seen all 4 reserves. Oh, and it is indeed Ice Beam for Osse, so thankfully for him, he can clear Meridia and finish the game, but unfortunately it might be a little too late. Oh man, that's heartbreaking. If Osse had gone to Shack Tool first, I mean, this would have been so different. He would have been, I mean, the race would have been close if not. It would have been closer if not in the lead for Osse. So just really, really unfortunate for him. And yeah, my apologies. I didn't notice if Leno found charge. It was that Dragon, looks like. But at least Ozzy can breathe a sigh of relief that he can go back, finish the game, does not have to leave uh, Meridia. Yes, always bet on Shack Tool. Always bet on Croc and always bet on Shack Tool. And Leno is already down into Turian. Well, Ozzy is not going to have to do the CF flip finally. I think he's definitely done with these attempts. Ice clip, much easier. Gets it without an issue. And Leno, I forgot to mention he had more than enough power bombs to kill the Metroids, since with no Ice Beam, you have to use 3 power bombs in each room. So you'd want at least 15 to have enough ammo per power bombs to kill all the Metroids. Yeah, I mean, just Ozzy just unfortunately spent too much time. Well, not only too much time trying to do the clip, but also he went to the room twice and had to leave again, so that really lost him a lot of time just going in and out of the room to find the items he needed. And Leno, meanwhile, has already cleared all the Metroid rooms, heading into the baby room. And we'll see if he's able to do a baby skip. Oh, and looks like he was already damaging himself anyway, so Leno just gonna get grabbed. Remembers to face right. And with Ozzy, he has the grapple. Doesn't have speed, so he's gonna do the grapple quick kill. Oh, and unfortunately misses the quick kill. He's gonna have to go for the normal speed frying of Dragon. And gets the fry. Dragon is down for Ozzy. And with his ammo, Ozzy technically doesn't really have enough for Turin, so he will check Dragon and will be very pleased with what he sees. Does not need to. He does not need to pick up more ammo either. And Leno, not sure if he went for the speed Zeb skip, but I mean, had more than enough ammo just to do the vanilla strat and kill the Zebs, or Zebatites. Yep, and Leno was already into his Mother Brain 2 fight. With the charge beam and all those E-tanks, he'll be able to do a stand-up blitz as well if he chooses. And Leno gets the stand-up setup. Ozzy is meanwhile just left Meridia, decides to only freeze the Ponkfish. Yeah, it looks like Leno's gonna have a pretty solid 5 or so minute win here. But good news, since Leno is heading toward a victory, that means the series will be tied up 1-1. So we will see a game 3 in this first round matchup against these two players. So always good to see more games. And Leno with the nice stand-up. Okay, I was a little scared there for a second. But finishes Mother Brain 3 very fast, and it's just an escape left for Leno. Leno with the solid lead ox room, since he has the high jump. And Ozzy, and I did mention Ozzy, since he was able to pick up the Ice Beam, his turn is going to be just a little bit faster, since he's able to freeze the Metroids instead of having to use Power Bombs. And Leno also correctly not saving the animals. And Leno has done with official SRL time of 1 hour, 9 minutes, and 38 seconds. So GG to Leno. And we're joined by Leno. Yeah, good game and congrats on your victory.
How? I mean, I see Osse saying he failed Crystal Flash clip to Batoon, but how?
Yeah, it was. It
The
was a
way the
very
seed was
interesting
set
race.
up, the way this siege was set up says go wreck ship first because it was stacked ship. You had grapple, you had screw attack, you had high jump, you had speed booster up there. It was an insane ship. And both suits were in Norfair, but you couldn't do anything in Norfair unless you want to do crazy task-like strats like high jumpless, spring ball jump, worst room in the game. Have fun with that, by the way.
Yeah, so the thing is
Ugh.
that Aussie actually had a very clean run. So he went straight down the lower Norfair with, as you said, just spring ball in the suit. And he was able to get that spring ball jump and definitely was quite ahead of you or ways ahead of you, but he he attempted CF clip not just once but like twice. Like he went up to Meridia, went up to the ship and skipped Attic so he didn't get a speed booster, and then tried the CF clip yet again. So he lost time not only with all the attempts, but also each time he had to backtrack out of that the bot wound or pre-bot wound room.
Wow, that's crazy. I'm seeing on my credits right now the ice beam was at spring ball. That was one item I was looking for.
Yeah, Ozzy was actually bailed out because he wasn't able to get the CF clip on any of his attempts. So
Oh,
he was able to
jeez.
get ice at Shack Tool at least. Because otherwise, if he didn't, he would have to go all the way back up to gravity to get his speed.
Mm. Oh man, and I thought I made a gamble just going to Meridia, making a couple checks there, finding Spazer at the Mama Turtle tank. That was a thing.
Oh yeah, yeah. I liked how you were at least dedicated to picking up that item.
Well, when I was trying to do Frog Speedway, because if you do wave beam shots through the ceiling like that, if you shoot enough of them and destroy enough blocks, the game is like, I don't know what to do, and all those speed blocks become passable. Like they
Yeah,
don't
I
exist.
noticed
They're
that
like air
you were
tiles
trying
or
to
something
do
like that.
that too. I believe with only wave you can't do it. You need wave plus spacer or plasma.
Oh,
That's why you're unable to get it.
okay. Ah, I was hearing some of those blocks being destroyed early in the room with just wave, but I guess not enough of them. And yeah. Oh well. Good game, Osse. Asa. There's gonna be a game three. Who knew? There's gonna be a game three.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely yeah, unfortunate for Ozzy, but I'm always happy to see game threes in these matches.
Oh man. Oh, did chat and everyone else like the fact that I got stuck in the wall in Mama Turtle's room?
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
was
that
worried
was
I
yeah,
was worried I
interesting.
was soft locked in there.
I mean, I
And
don't
that
know
would have been
overall.
great because my last
Yeah,
I
that
don't
would
remember when
definitely
my
been
last save
interesting.
was before that. And then that charge beam at space jump, that icing on the cake for what kind of seed this was. This was a troll seed,
Yeah.
if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, I liked how you were able to get some nice ammo, or you had just the right amount, but then only the fine charge beam anyway.
Yep.
I mean, for sure it's interesting. I know that it's with the new logic, being able to find gravity early actually, changes a lot with like, oh yeah, I have both suits, but I have no items. I'm not sure what to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I was actually considering going down to worst room and just seeing if I could nail wall jump midair spring ball, which I did do to get to Spazer, but I wasn't sure if I was actually going to be able to do it or not. So that's why I didn't commit to it. I Now that I've actually been able to do it, you know, with the mean beam of all things, that I feel like I could do that in the future.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, at least it was just a very weird, like what the logic was forcing to do. You either had to do, a really early ship getting across with, I think, only spring ball or the spring ball jump in worst room
Hmm.
because all the items were just locked in ship and also in the Meridia. Yeah, because you couldn't even because grapple was in ship, so yeah, you couldn't even get to Shack Tool for ice uh,
Yep.
easily. Yeah, and yeah, Aussie is GG'd. with official time of 1:16:04. So good game to Ozzy. Good thing. Glad for him to at least finish out the race after all of his CF clip struggles.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to watch this one back. Just
Oh yeah,
what
for
he
sure.
was doing, other than
This was really entertaining. I'll say that. I'm definitely liking using this new variable logic for these seeds.
I thought the logic was going to be a lot worse with the gravity being available almost everywhere in Brinstar, except for the first two spots. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's been pretty good. Healthy amount of supers and other ammunition this seed. Thank you, Rando gods. Plus RNG.
And also joined by Aussie. Yeah, GG Aussie.
Yep. GG Leno.
GG.
Yeah, that was a very friendly seed, as you were saying, except for movement items.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for sure,
Everything is in the wreck ship.
I was very impressed. At least the first like 25 minutes or so of your run, Aussie, because you're able to just clear all of lower North Fear with those limited items. It's just real unfortunate, like with the attempts you have to do.
Yeah, that's not a trick I'm comfortable with, and really shouldn't have gone for it, but it would have been cool if I got it, so that's why I did it.
Yeah, I was personally just a little bit surprised you skipped Attic on the second go around, just because there were not a lot of locations left, and like one of the items you might have needed was there.
What was Attic? Or
Attic had both
Gravity?
Speedster at Gravity and a high jump at Reserve.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I saw the grapple and screw attack and went after those, which did lead to ice, but
Yeah, it was
me
fortunate
through
for
that.
you. Yeah, that at least you found ice, because if you didn't, you would actually have to head to the clip or go all the way back for speed.
Yeah, but by the time I was chasing down grapple, I figured I was like too far behind, so that's why I went back to the clip again.
Yeah, that's understandable. Yeah, I know Leno for sure was definitely thinking he was behind for much of that race too, because he did not do the
definitely.
Ridley clear.
That's why yeah, I didn't do that. I was thinking about doing at the X-ray check after I just picked up grapple from my ship. I'm like, you know what? This is going to take too much time. I'm just going to keep going and hope for the best. Just hope it's not charge or something else that's key back there at X-ray. Ooh. So, what'd you think of charge beam at space jump?
I thought I had enough ammo, or I was just short of enough to beat the game by the time I found it. So if you had decided to skip ammo, I wouldn't be winning on that side.
I had just gotten ammo go mode with the precious missile, which turned out to be my last super needed, and then that charge beam reveal that was unfortunate. I was hoping for ice at that point, but it's okay.
Yeah, I guess I didn't really know what to do after
space
Lower
jump.
North.
Where was? Did you pick up space jump by any chance?
Yeah, that was at X-ray.
Was that okay?
I damage boosted to X-ray.
Yeah, I think the only items we missed were bombs. I didn't see where they were, but it was either waterway or plasma. I know that definitely bombs makes the EF clip easier as well, so that was also unfortunate they did not have that item, honestly.
Did you check screw attack?
Yes. It's a reserve, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, it was the 4th reserve there.
Oh, jeez. Little stupid trash tanks.
Yeah, like the first half of the race was just like, besides the suit, everything was just tanks, and we saw. I mean, at least from the commentary stream, I saw all 4 reserves very, very quickly. Like, I know Bubble Mountain was totally empty as well. So yeah, I mean, any final words, comments about the seed? I know it looks like you two are just gonna do your final match right after this in a 4-way, so I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Yep. Gonna run
Let's
it
get
back.
high for game 3.
Yeah, so yeah, you two are running, and I believe it is Rumble's match as well at the same time. It's gonna be at around 30 minutes. Let me see who Rumble's facing. Rumble is against Rasu. That's right. Yeah, so game 3 of you guys, Osse versus Leno, and game 2 of Rumble versus Rasu at 8 p.m. EDT, which is about 35 minutes. So yeah, so I mean, if that's all, thank you guys for the very good race. Good luck to you both on your deciding match. And yeah, we'll see you guys back here in
Thank you. Good luck.
just around 30 minutes. Yeah.